Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to study about application of biotechnology. See, there are many research areas of biotechnology also, like providing improved organism, pure enzymes, then creating condition through engineering for microorganisms to act. Next is downstream processing technology to purify protein. Biotechnology has its application in agriculture, then transgenic animals, uh, in medicines, and we are going to study about some ethical issues also. In this session of biotechnology, we are going to do some application, especially in the fields of agriculture. So, what are different applications in the field of agriculture where we can use biotechnology? Now, simple one is it is used in tissue culture. Okay. Next is genetic engineering. So, I've told you in previous video also. We have studied about this genetic engineering. We can obtain genetically modified crops. We can obtain genetically modified plants with this. Next, we can improve the features of flowers like smell, size, everything. All the features can be improved with the help of biotechnology. Even in medical field also, vaccines and all can be prepared by the help of biotechnology. Next is molecular diagnostic. Molecular diagnostic is done, okay, with biotechnology. Now, when we are talking about application, in this, we are going to study about mainly in agricultural field. There are many applications I told you. So, in agriculture, what is the purpose of applying biotechnology in agriculture? What is the purpose? Simple thing, to get better quality. Okay, so in agriculture it can be done to improve production. Okay, so it will increase productivity. So simple thing, whenever we are talking about agriculture, main purpose, we have done before also, main purpose of experimenting different things in agriculture. What is the need of improvement in agriculture field? Simple thing, to satisfy the needs of the population. Population is increasing, so obviously we need more and more food. So with the help of biotechnology, we can improve the production quality, even we can improve the taste. It helps in improvement of crops and livestock. It also helps in increasing the nutritional value. It helps in increasing, or we can say improving, nutritional value. Okay, with the help of different techniques we can use it. Then we can delay fruit ripening. We can delay fruit ripening. It means we will get more time, else what will happen if fruit will get ripened fast? So obviously it will have short duration, short period to survive. After that it will not be edible. So we can delay fruit ripening. Even it should be virus resistant. Plants should be virus resistant, then only it will survive. Not only virus, it should be resistant to pests, even drastic condition like climate, natural calamities, as well as when these types of factors are affecting. In general, we can say that the plants should be able to cope with biotic as well as abiotic factors. So all these, to put these factors, these qualities in the plant, biotechnology is very helpful. Now one by one we are going to study about all the applications. Okay. In agriculture, biotech is used in genetically modified organism, for insects resistant plants, pest resistant plants, etc. Now what is done? See, in genetically modified organism, the genes which is to be altered by manipulation are prepared for tolerance, okay, to abiotic, chemical, and to reduce post-harvest losses. Okay, and just now I've told you, in the same way it enriches nutritional value of food. So genes are altered by manipulation. Okay, and in insect resistant plant, see, insect resistant plants are prepared in which genes encoding is done for insecticidal proteins. Encoding is done for insecticidal proteins and they are incorporated, and this is used for means it will reduce the use of insecticides. Obviously, when plant is resistant to insect, what is the need of using insecticide? So obviously it will affect our health also, and even soil fertility. Similarly, pest resistant plants are developed on the basis of RNA interference, which is a method of cellular defense. Now you can see these are some of the examples of genetically modified foods. Okay, with the application of biotechnology, these are modified so that they will have better quality and more production. So just now I've told you that pest resistant plants are developed on the basis of RNA interference, which is a cellular defense method. Okay, so in this what happened? RNA interference takes place when messenger RNA of the pest, it is silenced. Okay, silence means it is not allowed to translate by binding with the complementary double-stranded RNA. Okay, so first what is done? Nematode specific gene is isolated. Then nematode specific gene are introduced into the tobacco plant. And after that, double-stranded RNA is produced in the host plant. And double-stranded RNA binds to the messenger RNA of nematode. And RNA interference is initiated. Now, since messenger RNA is silenced and it is not allowed to bind with the complementary double-stranded RNA, what happened? When messenger RNA of pest does not encoded any protein, then what will happen? Simple thing, parasite will not survive. And the complementary RNA comes from infection by virus having RNA, or we can say mobile genetic element. So in host body, what will happen? Gene is introduced using agrobacterium. That double-stranded RNA is formed to silence the parasitic messenger RNA. So simple thing, when it is introduced, the survival of the parasite is not possible. Now see, what is BT? It means it is a Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay. It cryprotein, they are capable of killing larvae of certain insects, and there are different types of cryprotein also. And as the toxic cryprotein are obtained from Bacillus thuringiensis, they are called Bt toxin. And the genes, okay, and this cry1 and cry2 AB codes the protein to control cotton bollworms. In medical field, biotechnology is used for genetically engineered insulin, then for gene therapy, molecular diagnosis, all these. In molecular diagnosis, PCR is done. PCR means polymerase chain reaction is done to amplify the content of DNA. Okay, and what is done to identify many genetic disorder, it is helpful in that, to amplify DNA for DNA fingerprinting. So these are the application of PCR, that is molecular diagnostic. Now if you are talking about genetically engineered insulin, see, insulin from animal source used to cause allergy and reaction. So insulin has been drawn from bacteria. Now insulin is made up of two short polypeptide chain. Okay, two short polypeptide chain. You can see in diagram also. We can name it as A and B. And what happened? These two chains, both the chains, are linked together by disulfide bridge. Okay. Now insulin is synthesized by prohormone, which is to be processed before becoming functional. So it should be processed, which contain insulin is synthesized by as prohormone, okay, fine, but it contains extra stretch called C-peptide, which is usually removed during the maturation of insulin. See, with the help of diagram also, you will understand how it is prepared. See, human insulin is prepared by recombinant DNA technique. Firstly, two DNA sequence is prepared, okay, corresponding to the chain A and B I have told you of insulin, and such DNA sequences are introduced in E. coli plasmid. Okay, it is introduced in E. coli plasmid. When these bacteria produced chains, then those chains were extracted and combined by disulfide bonds to form human insulin. Now you can see the diagram also. Endonucleases enzyme, restriction enzyme, it is used to isolate, and after that with the help of DNA ligase it is introduced along with the corresponding insulin. So these were the application of biotechnology in agriculture and medicine.
Watch the video properly, note down the points. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you. Have a nice day.